a show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak. You better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning, I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and welcome to the fastest hour on the internet. Sometimes it's so fast it takes an hour and a half.
Yeah. And I mean, look, this whole week's already flown by. Y'all know tomorrow's Friday. We just started this thing.
Honestly, I didn't realize tomorrow was Friday until you said that.
Yeah.
Sometimes my days and nights get kind of mixed up, and I can't do.
Well, you don't sleep but 3 hours. There's no divide.
They do get mixed occasionally. Where are you? Tell me.
I don't know.
8th Street. Okay. I feel better now. Lots going on as we'll cover what happened yesterday in your communities as we were around. We don't have a lot of these or in the small rural areas, sewer systems that you can actually pull a manhole. City of Meridian does, but manholes and things that you can get out in and walk around in. California here, this would happen. San Diego, they found it, and she was missing for, I think it was 3 to 4 days she was missing.
Wow.
They found her in a storm drain down inside one of those. Couldn't determine how she got there. She's passed away from her injuries. Someone heard her hollering, called emergency officials, and she passed away. And I bring that up. Kids will be kids when it deals with all of this. And these kids went off on a touring adventure with their puppy dog inside the sewer system. They made it about 2 miles down in there before they found the kids. Puppy dogs, everybody was okay, but they were exploring, so to speak, as when we were kids, would go down railroad tracks. We used to do that as a kid. You had to go off to get the penny on the railroad track. Most everybody's tried that once in their life.
Well, of course.
Right, and we need to give an update as we were given during the 6 o'clock hour. We put out a bulletin of was it a 7 or 9 year old?
9-year-old white girl in the Zero community out at Jeffrey Acres is missing. We're waiting on some clothing information. Right now, we do know a 9-year-old white female,
roughly 80 pounds.
So yeah. So we're trying to get some more information on that now. So if you live in that area, go outside.
Don't have a hair color, do we?
Don't have an hair color yet. So we're still waiting on it.
All right. As soon as we get those details, we'll pass those along. Always scary when there's a child involved with this. 99.9% of the time, things like this work out pretty quickly, and we hope this is going to be the same thing with that. But if you live Jeffrey Acres Road, Zero community, anywhere out there, and see a child walking on your way into work, call somebody. Call the authorities so they can pass it along, and emergency officials will take that load off of them. Kind of scary there. Longtime Alabama lawmaker John Rogers is leaving prison early. Did you know about that?
Well,
he's getting out 13 months early. He's 84 years old.
I was going to say he
had a heart attack while he was in prison, and he was accused. He served for 40 years. He went to prison in September for his role in kickback scheme and misuse of public money. Front row. But he's getting out early.
Yeah, 40 years. That's a long time.
It is.
And he looks like he's not doing real well.
Yeah.
So spend some time with his family and make amends.
Do you remember that little group? And all charges are being dismissed on this because it was like 60 Minutes where they set up the hotel room to try to catch a predator. And it was college students. And this guy really didn't.
It was the older man.
Yeah, and he didn't do anything as far as a child, and they all jumped on him.
Yeah.
Judge is going to drop all charges against them. It will be some misdemeanor charges they get, but they will not be going to the big house for what they did to that guy. Man alive. If you have a scheme, make sure it's legit and let law enforcement be involved in that. Something happened like that locally, if I remember, up toward Union or somewhere. Someone was trying to catch someone and they didn't notify police. It's just always, if you sense something is not right, with a minor, someone trying to contact the police, let them get involved in it. You don't know what kind of fruitcake you're dealing with, number one.
And now that's not going to happen overnight. They're going to investigate.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to put a sting together, and it's going to take a little while. And they're probably not going to want you to help, so they can do this the right way, the legal way. And sometimes that's not as fast as people like.
I saw almost a sting operation yesterday.
You did.
I sat there and watched. Man, they went through everything in his vehicle, and all his tools fell out the back. They patted him on the back and said, "You can go now." He didn't have nothing. He was tickled.
Not when they got left.
He was like, "Oh, let me go." I don't know what he did to make him think that he done something, but
did they put the trash back, or did they at least take the trash out?
No, I'm talking about all of his tools were plop on the floor, and I thought, "Oh man, I feel sorry." But they did pick it up. They were nice about it, helped him out, and he got to go on his way.
Did he have the 10 millimeter?
Not no more. Worry about that later.
Yeah.
I'll put them back later. Just let me go.
Just throw them in a box.
Didn't work out so well for some other people. We will we'll pass along all that good information. Plus, next we're getting ready to go over to Newton. She's looking lovely today. Look,
Yeah.
Ashley, good girl. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Did you find your way okay over here?
I did. It's a long way out here, though.
It is. It's out here.
We try to stay in the bushes, don't we?
The sun doesn't come up here as early as it does over there.
Newton is going to be the showcase of one of the. This is probably the premier event of the year that goes on.
Yeah.
And we'll give you details on this in a moment. Ashley's going to spill the beans on it. What time it starts.
Everything that's going to be there.
Car shows, funnel cakes, and what do you call the stuff that's on the stick? Cotton candy.
Chicken on the stick. Oh, cotton candy. That's not bad.
I'm not saying rumors, but I happen to have a picture of Odie with a corn dog about that long last year.
Well,
At least that long.
I like corn.
Judge T wants a copy of that for a Christmas card.
I know he does.
Told me so yesterday.
Yeah, also, you run into him too.
Well, I got a message sent to me. I think somebody was referred to as Greg Barrett. Tell
Boy,
Greg Barrett I'm coming to get him.
He was getting low, wasn't he?
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. I'm not starting rumors, but I heard that once Judge T had his transmission put back in his truck, they had put a Johnny Rodriguez CD in there. It was Riding My Thumb to Mexico. That was the song playing on the radio.
Well, I heard when he stopped the other day, I thought I heard that play. He may not know how to get the CD out.
That'd be just like it's a cassette and it's hung.
That got wound up in there.
Y'all remember the days that... Ashley, did you have a cassette player in your car at one point?
Probably when I first started driving, long time ago.
Is she trying to say that we're old?
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice. That's all you could get down at Eyes and Ears back in the day. Well, it's coming to town. What is this? How many years are we at on the Loose Caboose?
So this is our 22nd celebration of the Loose Caboose Arts and Crafts Festival.
It seems like yesterday I remember the announcement of, hey, we're going to do this. And now look at this, 22 years later.
That's right. Growing every year. So
how many vendors would you guesstimate that we're going to have tomorrow to choose from?
So this weekend we have about 125 vendors offering anything from children's clothing, jewelry, car supplies, fishing lures, you name it. We got it Saturday in downtown Newton. So
the downtown streets has a lot of the food and this, that, and the others you come across the railroad tracks. That's kind of where it kicks off there at the railroad tracks, isn't it?
That's right. So right there in the downtown Newton where the Church Street and Main Street intersect.
Yeah.
That's where everything happens. Yeah. And then we'll have, of course, the Kids Zone is right there at the depot by the railroad track. So.
All right, now let's talk about this. This is a big deal. This is probably one of the biggest car shows that come to the area. How many cars do you think you got lined up in this year's?
So we usually have between 100 and 150 cars.
Man. Woohoo.
That's a show one.
And, of course, this year you're going to be joining us. We're adding Scotty Ray to the list. He's going to choose his favorite and give a special award to the Scotty Ray choice.
We've got to tow your truck down there. If it won't drive, we'll have to tow it.
You did walk notice I can't enter none of mine down there, didn't you? Ruh-roh.
We're going to enter them, but they're not going to win.
And it is truly from 57 Chevrolets to 1920 models, pickup trucks, they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
And nice cars. This is not this is people that really love their cars.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be there to talk about them.
What is the timing? What time do we need to be there?
Okay, so if you want to be in the car show, that registration will start at 8 a.m. in the Bank First parking lot in downtown Newton. But the Loose Caboose Festival goes all day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, big day.
It is.
Big day.
I was looking here at the different things that are on here. Boy,
and it's going to be beautiful weather, like you said earlier. So perfect weather.
Definitely.
Can't be. There's a picture of the depot. Boy, y'all got a lot there. And, of course, as with this, come out with the family. Who's going to be doing the entertainment? There's always somebody singing at the square. Who you got this year?
That's right. So we have a lot of local entertainment coming, but our headliner is actually a local musician who moved off to Nashville. He's coming home for the weekend. His name is Zach Logan. He's going to bring his band. He's a very successful songwriter and singer. He released his debut album last year, so we're looking forward to him coming home and sharing all of his music with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and this is just some of the different things that are going on there. Rides. We didn't even talk about the rides, did we?
That's right. So we will kick off our Mississippi Delta Shows Carnival. It actually will start on Friday night from 6 to 10. So we have sent out several local coupons to all the students locally. A $5 off coupon for Friday night. You can get an unlimited wristband. Of course, that's from 6 to 10 on Friday, but it will be happening all day from 9 to 4 on Saturday.
I did not realize that you could do that on Friday also.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. We got some other good news.
What kind of good news we got?
We have the little girl at Jeffrey Acres has been located. She has been found. She is safe, and everything is good. So we're getting messages to possibility, and just finally got that actual confirmation that she's found. Everything is good. Thank everybody out there for the response. So, good deal.
Always puts a little twitch in your heart till you know for sure that somebody's thinking. How many people do you, if you were guessing, come through this event? It is a ton of people.
It is. We have, usually anywhere between 2,500 to 4,000 people come. It is a lot of people come throughout the day, and we are so super appreciative of that. Our city works really hard preparing for it, so the community, we are so appreciative of their support and everybody coming out.
We know that Lauderdale, Newton, or Philadelphia, and Clark County, we know all these people go to it. What does your reach entail? Do you know about how far out you have people coming to your town is during this and your vendors?
I don't really know. Now, some of our vendors are actually from out of state. So we have vendors come all the way over from Alabama. Last year we had a vendor come from Florida. So we have vendors come from all over to share their crafts with us. So we do have a huge reach. And like I said, our entertainment's coming from Nashville. So
Bassick City's coming.
Bassick City's on its way.
That's right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We got more coming up with her. Don't rush off. We'll do some headlines in just a moment and come back and find out some more about Newton. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Celebrating our 7th anniversary, Al's Garden and Gift is excited to share the beautiful colors of spring with you. Beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, roses, ferns, shrubs, and fruit trees to help you enjoy the season. Spruce up lawn and flower beds with fresh sod, mulch, soils, and pine straw. Then brighten your day with unique gifts, candles, gourmet food items, flags, wind chimes, planters, fountains, custom wreaths, and so much more. Spring is here at Al's Garden and Gift. Bloom with happiness.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a Z71 2500 HD? Or maybe you're looking for the Ford F-150 with lots of leg room in it. Plenty of SUVs like the Explorer for the family. Or if you're looking for a gas saver to go back and forth to work, come by and see the mini cars like this Nissan.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Okay, Wanda still likes her CD player.
But that's the newest.
The judge still likes his 8-track player.
He had 2 of them the other day. He just don't know how to get that CD out.
I kid you not. One of the cars that I've got down in my shop does have a 8-track from the factory in there.
If you need one for your other, let me. I've got
That's
an
okay.
8-track player
I'm
at
fine.
the house. Amy won't let me put it in her car.
Odie, it's getting to where you ever not wanted to part with something, but it's just about to the point where you realize I ain't never going to do anything with it.
And which one you going to get rid of?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to have to do something. I pass by 2 every day that I hadn't touched in a year.
Well, you got 8 of them sitting out there.
Hush, you're going to remind you-know-who across the way of what I got.
Well, she keeps her chicken coop shut, so you can keep this shut.
I heard there was a rooster exchange somewhere yesterday. That poor little fella made her mad, and he got a new home. Fluff up at her, see where you sleep tonight.
You got a key to the doghouse.
Yesterday afternoon, we got I got a text message that said something's going over at Village Apartments. This would be right behind Tractor Supply. And if you were anywhere on 8th Street, you would notice the fast woo-woo lights passing you at Mach speed. The first call, and again, as we learn on anything, sometimes as it comes in, the circumstances change. And that's what it would be called in, the possibility of someone stabbed. Well, once on scene, it was discovered that isn't what was really going on. It was 2 females that were fighting amongst each other here, and we'll turn it on. And this is going to be 2 similar stories as we look at this. This is my first trip there, and the first of 2 visits.
Oh.
And then right over here to the right is where the fight happened. One person was taken into custody on that one. She went to go see Harold. She got a ride down there. I don't have her name, but she did get a ride out of town. It wasn't but an hour later, another fight would break out, same location, and this time it wasn't. They didn't say a stabbing. They upped it and said there was gunfire in the area. So that was really another as police come in, and yet again, as police officers got on scene, that wasn't the case. It was 2 more females having a disagreement. Now, we don't know what they were arguing about, but what it was, but I do think someone else got to go to jail. They even sent out the fire department on this. They're backing out there, getting it out where they can get out of there. And yet again, almost in the same area as the original one there. So that's what all of the police presence was on 8th Street late yesterday afternoon. Again, it was nothing more than a scrap is what went on. It was a disagreement, a fight, you might call it that. And all ended well. A couple people got to spend the night and probably...
And they arrested them for a little scrap.
Yeah, I don't know how big...
See, if you didn't stab nobody, cut nobody, you slapped each other around, go on about your business.
Well, when they show up, somebody's usually going for a ride somewhere. That's usually how it ends there.
Yeah.
Unless you can outrun Anthony, which happened down there. Did you see that? Did you hear about that? Anthony tried to catch up. He wasn't fast.
Yeah, but he threw his ID out at him and says, here's who I am. I'm not going to stop, but I'll tell you who I am.
They're still looking for that fellow there in Clark County there that needs to visit Harold.
Oh, go ahead and get it over with. Go get it over. That way you can get out sooner and get your life back going again, get your life in order. Just going around life doing this right here.
Odie, I don't know those charges you'd be getting out anytime soon there. It involves some felony firearm charges. They usually mean you're going to stay a little while.
Yeah.
Come on in, baby, take your coat off. That's what happened. Yeah. We had a car fire yesterday, y'all. It went whoof. Woof. That Meridian Fire Department is hard to. Man, they go to spraying and putting things out before you can hardly get out your truck.
That burnt the whole front end of that car off, didn't it?
Gone. This will be located over by Lowe's Car Mart area. And let's take a look here as we look at this. Battery there, it caught fire quick. Meridian Fire Department got it out. Key showed up on the scene as well, but as you can see, they're extinguishing that. It had big flames coming out from underneath the hood to begin with, but they are. I'm telling you, to get a car out that quick,
Oh yeah. They are Johnny on the spot now.
Now somewhere somebody will be able to buy some seats and some other parts.
Well, everything from the windshield back ought to be okay. A little steam clean on them seats, you get that smoke smell out.
Oh yeah. If you got a rip in your seat, it'll go well there at a local scrap yard.
Tires probably still good.
We're going to send Odie off to be a part of this. And what was the deal yesterday? Have we got something going on in Meridian that people are digging all over town?
Yeah. So
all right, now the truth comes out.
So new age technology. There's a little car, and I don't know what it looks like, but it's got sensors on it.
Yeah.
And all this car does is drive up and down every street, and they normally do this at night. And this thing takes air readings. And when it hits a certain reading on sensing natural gas, it makes a record of that address, that GPS location, and then it generates a report, and the next day crews get that report and they go out and look for this leak.
Okay.
Now, this leak is minute. You can't smell it even with the mercaptan in it. It's a minute leak. But it's enough of a leak that you still don't want, this company doesn't want to be losing product. So these crews go out, they find that leak. Once they see where it's at, before they start digging everything up, they call for fire to come and sit and stand by just to make sure everything's good. And if they need to do an evacuation, they will. But the ones going around town, these are very minute leaks. Yesterday, we had a construction company that hit a line, poked a hole in it, and we call that a leak. That was emergency response.
It blew my hair when I went by.
It was.
And I ain't got much hair, y'all.
But the other crews that you see working, it's okay.
Odie, it put a broom out of business over there. She wasn't able to take off from her house until I think about 2.
Just don't turn the afterburner on. You
do realize this was in her front yard, don't you?
Really?
Yeah, it was in that girl's front yard. They done struck a line right there by her driveway.
What was she doing digging?
I don't know. She was burying evidence of something.
Anybody checked on Tyler?
Country Club Drive, we had an issue yesterday. This was a big one. I'm not kidding when I tell you it was going.
It's loud.
It was very loud.
The good thing is natural gas. It's going to go straight up into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It is lighter than air. Propane, on the other hand, is heavier than air, and it tends to go to the ground. That's dangerous.
Do you remember the Giesen Slaw brothers?
I remember the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what's his name? That's saying if you want to get high, cocaine. What's that guy's name?
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton. Well, the Giesen Slaw brothers redone cocaine. It was called propane. If you want to get high, propane.
Make it blow up.
It was funny, as they say. I don't care who you are.
It's a Gieson's Law, bro. It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
And they even redone it. You remember Mama, He's Crazy over Me? And they redone that song, too. It was called Mama, She's Lazy. Lazier than me.
Oh, that's tough.
What happened to a good old comedy? And Cletus T. Judd. You just don't. My cellmate thinks I'm sexy. I think they play that a lot over at Newton County Jail.
Does Harold play that?
I don't think so. That was funny. Of course, that was poking fun at Kenny Chesney of She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. My cellmate thinks I'm sexy. He's always staring at me.
Weird Al had some good stuff.
Weird Al.
You know,
yeah.
You don't see parodies like that anymore.
Honestly, I don't hear any parodies anymore. Maybe I've just missed a little something there, but in the past there really has been some funny songs. And don't you go about no Turtle Creek, because
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I know how old he is.
But you know, as sensitive as this generation is, maybe that's why there's no parodies. You've been upset somebody and they have to go to their safe space.
It would be overlooked. This would be revolts nowadays, because I was somewhere in public the other day and somebody goes, "Hey, Scotty Ray, do you remember this song?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. It was huge. Who remembers? Short people got no." If that was released today, do you realize what would happen?
Oh, that fella'd put his man bun down and get upset.
They walk around and go beep beep beep. And then, of course, somebody came back with a revenge song of that called "Tall People Got No Reason." But the short people song guy, he hit a home run with that. And it was funny.
I told you, that elevator spelled different to a short person.
That was very ugly and very rude there, Odie. We'll be right back. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
All right, we're starting to get some heights in.
Yeah.
Anitra says she's 4'11", and LaWanda says she's 4'7" and can come get you, Odie.
Yeah.
That's the way I read it.
Small, you got Dynamite coming in small packages.
Well, there you go there.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else is going on? We often talk about this, what you call a keyboard warrior. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where they jump on the computer and they run somebody down. I'm going to do this to you.
Yep.
Never, ever make threats that, you can't live up to.
Yeah.
The old Texas.
You done wrote a check that your boo tighty can't cash.
That's right. It's a Texas man that I'm talking about. He even went to crying in public. He made what's Miss Nome, the former governor of South Dakota that is now head of DHS? Her name, Kristi Noem.
Kristi Noem, yeah.
He made a threat to her, said he was going to hurt her along with some other FBI agents. They didn't take it too serious. They come arrested him, took him to jail yesterday. The judge said, ain't letting you out. You made those threats and you're going to stay. And that's when we went to crime. But I ain't got a record. I ain't never done it. I don't care. You're staying in jail. You made a threat that you were going to harm the DHS secretary. He ain't getting out. Y'all, and I'm dead serious about that, y'all really pay attention to the threats and ugly remarks you make. It ain't nice, and they will come get you.
You got a record now, buddy.
Yeah. Back in the day, the internet was not really thought of as much.
Not until Al Gore invented it.
That's right. I forgot he'd forget. Yeah, you're right. We owe a lot to him, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, Al. But things have changed. The internet is the way that, well, everything operates nowadays. And if you make a threat on there, it is worldwide. You're not just in some little bitty town in Texas or in Mississippi. They can trace you down and come get you.
And you can delete it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Just because you delete it does not mean that it cannot be found. Man,
what's his name? He's still hiding out in Russia?
No. He has...
Is he out?
Yeah,
you know
he's moved on. Yeah, the one that WikiLeaks.
No. I'm talking about the guy that worked for the United States government, and he came out and said, y'all recording everybody, and you don't know it, and he had to leave the country. Snowden.
Wasn't that WikiLeaks? Oh, okay. That was
two totally different people. He worked
right.
for NASA and NSA. Snowden did, and he just kind of told it what was going on. WikiLeaks was actually leaking information that was sent to him. Gerard.
Yeah, he had a different.
He had white hair.
Yeah.
Snowden had a clean cut, all American looking little young guy.
Right.
Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden. Thank you, Erica.
But Julian.
Yeah,
Assange.
Julian Assange is WikiLeaks. Man, between Erica and Michael, we got this
ever
going
noticed
on.
He's got a real similar name to her. Julian.
Well, you never know.
But he's out. And he stayed held up for quite some time. But Edward, I don't think Edward's ever going to get to come home. And some people look at him as being a bad guy. Some people look at him as being a good guy. He did tell the American public of just because they were denying all this. Oh, we would never do that. Every phone call you make is recorded, folks. Every phone call. Don't forget.
Yeah.
And then there's key words that you can say that gets the attention of some old boy that's having a coffee break. He jumps up and goes, where was that at? Mississippi? Somebody get this address.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, your yard's full of popo, and it don't work out too well from there.
No, and that's what you call where you're doing the public's business, and you do it all in front of the public. Where everything is seen and known, you're not trying to hide anything. When you start hiding stuff, that's when you really start making yourself look bad. It's just not
Some
good.
people just have a natural act of making themselves look bad.
Well, you're right there.
Hey, we got a report. Those folks that show up for jury duty, they really do write it down and they release it. Here it is. We got 150 true bills returned and 13 no true bills. I wish I had some more information on those 13 no's. We'll try to dig into that.
Was it lack of evidence or not enough? I will say that the school bus has been fixed.
And they're really pushing hard on this because I've seen this the last 2 or 3 grand jury reports where you should consider building a jail. Talk to your supervisors. Y'all remember when talking to them, they need to go on the bargain hunting before they go to building this now because it'll raise your taxes even higher than they are now. I want to remind you of that. As we keep going down through here, recommends that tasers be provided to the correctional law. I ain't working over there unless y'all give me one. I'm really probably going to cut back on people putting in an application today, but if you ain't handing those out, I ain't putting in an application.
Yeah.
Ain't happening. They also would like, let's see here, to consider a pay raise for deputies and correctional law. I think we could all agree with that. Cut waste somewhere else and give to those who need. Rearrange some money here.
You know, the deputies, they're dealing with them to bring them in, and they need a raise too. I'm with them. But now once they're behind bars, now you got another group of people that's got to deal with them while they're in there.
And they're very angry about that they're in there.
100% right. And yes,
they need a little
definitely
to help them out from time to time.
Yeah. And they really do need a little bit more money.
And as you go to look at this, the overall picture, if you are a county deputy, you're going to make, is it $2 less an hour at least than the city? It's less.
You know, those two keep going back and forth where one pays $1 more and then the other one pays $2, and then it kind of goes back and forth.
Last I'd heard, deputies made less. I'm not 100. I couldn't bet. No, I don't have Ward here with me, but I think that's true. Those guys do a lot of hard work there now.
Yes, they do.
Let's quit paying $10,000 a month at the courthouse on grass and pass that along to them.
Well, they gave my school bus a bad rating.
Oh, I saw that they didn't like your school bus.
Well, now it had to go in for repairs, and it's getting repaired, and everything's. The air conditioner's getting touched up, so this summer it'll be. Now, it might not look that good on the outside, but it works. It does good.
There's a lot of people, including the grand jury, that don't agree with you. Here it is right here in this line right here. The grand jury, where is it? Recommends the purchase of a more reliable van or bus to be used to transport the grand jury. They don't like your bus.
It's reliable. How many of y'all, and ask
it's
Judge
a hoopty.
T,
I saw it.
And ask Judge T, how many of y'all bought a car saying, nothing wrong with my car, and it breaks down? Everything, even a brand new van, would break down.
Look, let me take it a step. There is rumored, this is alleged, that a group got on there last summer and had to exit because there was waspies up in there. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, now you know.
I'll take a can of wasp spray. It's up to the driver to get those things out.
It's a hoopty, y'all.
Well, we'll try and get a paint job put on.
Before long, you're going to be seeing it with a tractor in front of it, pulling them over to Gene's restaurant so they can eat.
What's wrong with it? We'll throw some hay bales in the back and call it a hayride.
Lord have mercy.
I'm saving the taxpayers money.
Yes,
but no, it got repaired. It's back going again. The air conditioner's back running. It's actually a nice bus. The outside looks. It needs cleaning or it needs redoing. It's an older bus, but it's still good.
Kevin made a comment that he said, it ain't worth it. He used to be a correctional officer, and he goes, it ain't worth the money.
Oh, and that's out there at the prison.
That's the big house.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Why can't we just, say, rent a wing from them and not have to build them?
I'm with you on that. We got one jail already there. Add to it and just make this side, that one, be all together, and everybody could get along.
And now we don't have to have a jail inside the city or nothing like that. And said the bus is fine.
It's because she ain't rode on it.
I mean, now, you come out and you go, there's a school bus picking me up. I quit riding the school bus 10 years ago, 40 years ago, or whatever, and I got to get on a school bus. But you're going to get a free meal.
But good news is Chick-fil-A is coming there they can walk to Chick-fil-A coming up for
a couple months.
Yeah. So you may not have to use that old bus after all.
No, people. We ought to charge.
You see how offensive he's getting?
We ought to charge admission to ride that school bus.
That 1910 model.
That Bluebird. We got some good stuff going on in Meridian today.
A CPR class.
Yes, the old mayor. I'm telling you, he's cooking it, and he's down there with Metro, and Ann and John will be teaching another CPR class. So, hey, y'all go down there and check that out.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
I didn't know we had a bus club in Meridian.
Yeah, Erica, you do, for the way that they're using that bus for the jurors, yes, you do have to have a CDLs to drive that. As far as on the Lima side to drive that bus the way we use it, no, you don't. But
like
yes,
if you were to go pick up a group of people that was in an accident, you wouldn't have to have a CDL.
Correct.
You could have an employee go down and pick them up.
Correct, because we're using that in an emergency situation, or if we're using it as emergency management, we don't. But if we're holding up public to travel to take,
We have Buck
somewhere,
Roberts driving them down to eat.
Got to have
the judge has got to have them.
They've got to have license.
Okay.
Yes. So, yep,
Ashley, we're
that's
going to
it.
test you now.
Okay.
All right. Do you know anything that went on in 1912?
I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Do I?
Think back.
Cold.
1912.
1912. It was very cold. We heard a horn go off.
Yeah.
Somebody
Right
said
before there was a big diamond involved.
it sure was. 1912. It set sail today. Do you remember that?
Okay.
The Titanic leaves, and I'm going to break a lot of people's heart that it didn't make it, in case you don't know the rest of the story. Wasn't it the 15th that it sunk a few days later?
I think so.
Yeah, it wasn't long there. Did you ever watch, and let's test this, because it was when it went off the air, it was still the most viewed show ever in history. Did you ever watch MASH?
No.
Ooh, Odie. We got another non-masher in the building with us.
At least watch the last one. Everybody did.
Well, there he is. He's got a birthday today. Harry Morgan, who played the Colonel there at the end of the show. And again, I like Colonel Blake a whole lot better than I did him. This one was just, it wasn't as good to me.
He was bland.
Yes, to where Blake was funny. Him and his horse just didn't do it for me. That's just me thinking. It was a one-eyed purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people
This guy, Shep Woolley. He also, and he wrote that, the Purple People Eater song. And I'm going to not say that again, because I could say that wrong. Whew, boy.
Oh, man.
But he also was in Rawhide.
Oh, yeah.
He was in the Outlaw Josie Wells and tons of Westerns. He was a writer, and he done a bunch there. I knew he was in that also. Do you?
Oh, for
any of those
the
movies ring a?
Yeah.
You know any of those movies?
I don't.
Josie Wales?
You don't know Josie Wales?
No.
Oh.
Our work is not done in life, y'all. We've got to spread the Clint Eastwood message across America. Somebody share that.
Yeah. Yeah, we need it.
Let's see what else happened today. My, oh, my. Oh, Chuck Connors, born in 19... You know who Chuck Connors is? I'm getting a look over there. Look at this. She's going to be mad at me. This guy was tough. He was the rifleman. Chuck Connors was born today back in 1921. This was back when Westerns were really popular. Maybe one day we'll have a... okay, let's do the ultimate test. Do these numbers mean anything to you? Let's put the camera on her.
BR 549.
Does that mean anything to you? I think we're getting to know y'all.
It's a phone number.
It's a phone number.
BR
549. Call now. As we go back to Hee Haw to remember Junior Samples, born in 1926. You don't know who Junior Samples is?
He was a used car salesman.
Have you ever heard of Hee Haw?
I mean, I've heard of Hee Haw.
Well, he was a regular on there.
Obviously not enough.
Oh, this is getting worse. I didn't even know this lady's name, but a lot of people watch Seinfeld. Yeah. The mom from Seinfeld had a birthday today. 1929, Liz Sheridan.
I didn't know that.
That's her on the left there.
I've seen her in a lot of stuff, but
yeah,
never knew her name. I'm sorry, Liz.
You'll be okay. Nobody will tell. John Madden, y'all remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's got a birthday today, too. 1936 is when he was born. Big old boy, wasn't he?
If you didn't hit somebody to hurt them, and he didn't want you on his team.
Does he look like Chris Farley to you, or is it just me?
He got a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had a little look like that there.
He was tough.
Anitra loves some hee haw.
Yeah.
Now, this guy is what I call one of the bad boys. Oh, that stuff where he'll take his foot. He says, I'm going to take my foot.
Stick it in your mouth.
Tap it right upside your head right there. Steven Seagal, you know him?
I do.
Okay, Steven Seagal, but I ain't gonna lie, he's been over the Little Debbie counter here lately, and he don't look like he used to. He's not as
He's a little heftier.
He's a little heftier. But I sure like him.
But he still whoop your butt, too.
He sure could. I like him. He's a good actor there. This next, did you watch the original Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
For the gatekeeper.
You didn't watch Ghostbusters?
And
who you gonna call?
Marshmallow Man?
I mean, I know the song. Who you going to call?
We're going to have to work overtime.
Yeah.
We go back to remember this. This is that little guy that was doing the painting. Peter, however you pronounce that last name. You know him?
McNicol, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
That guy was always angry back there in that picture.
Well, he come to life.
He sure did. He was angry. And speaking of angry,
that's a good movie.
If you've never served on a jury before you go, you need to watch this. 12 Angry Men. Peter Fonda with that distinctive voice that he had, that was just Americana at its best. That one guy that believed that somebody was innocent. 12 Angry Men.
Got Quincy MD in there.
He sure does. I didn't even catch that till you said that. But y'all watch that. It's an American classic.
It is good. Oh, boy.
How do you even go here? How do you introduce this?
This guy has sang in every bedroom in America.
That was not what I was thinking, Odie. Because that was just really not what I had on my mind.
But that's how everybody knows.
Well, I heard it through the grapevine. Today, 1967, he recorded that song. And, of course, that went... It was some product that used that. I heard it through the grapevine as their commercial.
Yeah, it was grape juice, wasn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
No. It was raisins.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, raisins.
The Raisinets or whatever they were.
Wasn't Fruit of the Loom, I know that much.
No, but they did have a bunch of raisins.
1967. Let's go back for the man himself, the man that really branded America, and as we look at this, called Branded Man. Merle Haggard recorded that today back in 1967. Now, I'm a branded man. Out in the cold. I like that. We go back to, this is one of those to where you really feel it, because she'd been married to George Jones for quite some time. And it was a fiery relationship, them fighting and the police being called and George totaling out cars and
riding lawnmowers.
He done a lot of bad things, let's just admit it. And she needed a little help, and she recorded a song called Till I Can Make It On My Own. I'll Need Time. Woo!
Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about something country, just make your hair stand up on your arm. You listen to this. Martina McBride has recorded the only other version of this that I would say is worthy of listening to. But that is one of the best that there ever was, Till I Can Make It On My Own. If you've ever been through a divorce, had a friend, that's their song there. I'll need time to get you off my mind. Woo!
That is tough.
Sometimes she might not make it through the night. She said she may have to call him. Woo!
But forget the phone number.
1982. Merle Haggard set up. He recorded another one. Hey, big city, turn me loose and set me free. Do you happen to know that over there on the side of the room there? I'm going to go ahead and ask you. You ever heard of that?
No, 1982 is before my time.
You ever heard of it?
Well, you know, just make
Go ahead and call us old. Appreciate that. This was funny.
Yes, it was.
Michael J. Fox, of course, the guy that was in Back to the Future. He was in several movies, but this was one of those that was good. The Secret to My Success.
Yeah.
Good show.
That weekend getaway.
Yes, sir. Lovey. Do you know who Lovey is?
No.
Everybody should know who Lovey. She was the richest person on the island.
She sure was. Mrs. Thurston Howell III. Is Lovey would pass away today back in 1991 from Gilligan's Island. You ever heard of Gilligan's Island?
I have heard of Gilligan's.
That's Lovey.
Gilligan's Island.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did she ever do anything else?
If she did, nobody knows it.
She made enough off of Gilligan. She didn't have to worry about it.
It was overshadowed by this part that she played here.
Yeah.
She may, and my mind wants to say that maybe she was in the Poseidon Adventure, some small role in it, the original version. They had red buttons.
Yeah.
She wasn't the main character in it, but it seems like it. This guy scared me.
Well, he yelled at everything in the world.
This was not funny to me. It just was not my style of a comedian.
No.
Sam Kinison, he screamed at everything. I think he screamed himself to a heart attack.
Yeah.
Actually, he died in a car wreck.
Part.
I'm sorry about that. Whoops.
Oh.
But he was.
He's probably screaming at somebody driving beside him.
It was just not my pick there. 1993, Vince Gill, when he was doing that Oklahoma swing, and he was starting to get When I Call Your Name, he teamed up with Reba, and they had a #1 together.
That smile.
Reba,
she has got a smile.
Yeah. She was
a
beautiful
on the Love
lady.
Boat. Oh.
Lovey? Yeah, I'm sure she was. Everybody was on the Love Boat. Okay, we have to add. Did you ever watch the Love Boat?
I didn't watch it, but I've heard of it.
Okay. The Princes.
Yep.
There's a lot of knowledge out there, y'all. We go back to. I didn't realize it's been 25 years since Frank passed away, but it did. You remember Frank?
Yeah.
We bring back Mashup once again. Larry passed away, and of course he was that wimpy boyfriend that she had on there. He was very wimpy. That's a nice way of putting it.
Oh yeah, we call that whooped.
There's another word, but we'll just leave it at that. Wimp. We'll just leave it at that. 2007, the unthinkable happened. A Legends home would no longer be. It was being restored. It was going to be a museum, and we would lose it today. Up in smoke, so to speak. Johnny Cash's house went. And from what I'm understanding, with some chemicals and some paint that caused the fire.
It was doing the floor, wasn't they?
May have been.
Something, and the chemicals caught on fire with the floor. Man.
What a house, and we certainly hate that was lost. That Johnny Cash was it. This is one of those women, I'm telling you what, she was Southern, she was very proud of it, and she was a lady.
Yeah.
And we would lose her. Anybody remember you ever heard, let's put the cameras back on her. You ever heard of Designing Women?
Yes.
She's heard of it. Dixie Carter would pass away today.
Now, isn't she married to one of the Simon & Simon?
No, that would be Delta.
Okay, that's right.
She was married to Hal Holbrook, if I remember right.
Yes.
He was in Fletch.
Yes,
You remember
right.
the ashes? Don't drop Mama's ashes. Hal Holbrook also had one of those voices that was he was a great actor. But we would lose Dixie Carter. She did. She just had so much class she could have given some away. I liked her. True Southern belle. Oh, this was a bad day for country music. The legend would pass away today. ETC.
I
Earl
think we've
Thomas
talked about
Conley.
him every day this week.
He's had a bunch of songs on there.
Yep.
But he passed away at the age of 77. We certainly hate that. 18 #1s.
Wow.
What's
pretty good.
Gerald McCraney in Delta.
Yeah.
Little Eva passed away today. Y'all remember her?
Locomotion.
Come on, the locomotion.
Yeah.
She done the original version of that. Little Eva, she would pass away. It was 2003 when she passed away. And then
1 year ago.
I didn't realize it'd been that. 2024. OJ. He would be nearly how many years? At 94, we all watched that Bronco move at 4 miles an hour, and the whole city would chase it. Couldn't figure out how to stop it.
Yeah. Had every police that.
Now, why didn't they just stop it? I have never understood that. Were they really after some primetime television? Is that what it was?
Well, that really started. That's the one thing that really started the helicopter chasing and the public really looking. I think at the time it was like, all right, look, we're on the phone with them. He's going over here to say goodbye to his mama.
So apparently you didn't see the real version of what happened, did you? Because I watched it, Anchorman. Do y'all remember that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they have a new network coming up against Anchorman. We got to do something. And then the Broncos going down it. He cuts live to it and saves the network. He was a genius.
They was fighting over who's going to report it first, and they're both airborne.
Yeah. Anchorman. Man, that was good stuff. We'll be right back. We got birthdays. We're going to find out a little bit more about Newton before she gets out of here.
Yes.
She's educated now. She's going back to Newton and tell Jody something.
It was so far of a drive, she decided to stay the whole hour and get some rest.
All aboard for the 22nd annual Loose Caboose Arts and Crafts Festival, coming your way April the 12th in downtown Newton. Craft vendors, carnival rides, food vendors, the dinosaur experience for the kids at the Kids Zone. Zach Logan will be the headliner for the entertainment at Ray Payne Park. The Bank First Car Show returns with cars, trucks, racing vehicles, and classic cars. Plus a motorcycle show as well. It's all happening this year at the 22nd Annual Loose Caboose Festival, downtown Newton. See you there.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business that has been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Welcome back. I wanted to bring this up. Yesterday we had an accident, I-20, near Vicksburg at the Edwards exit.
Oh, man.
This would shut down I-20 for hours. It would be, and I didn't put up pictures of this because I didn't have a distant picture of this. This was a wreck that involved an 18-wheeler and a car. I don't know whose fault it was by any means, but the truck was underneath the back of the 18-wheeler. And we had a man that was trapped for hours. He had to be life flighted from there, and it took hours for people to remove him from it. To my knowledge, he was alive when he was flown out. We don't know his condition this morning, but he was alive and taken for medical care when finally they got him out from underneath that rig. At first, when it got to me, I thought the truck had rolled over on him, but it went up underneath it. And tragic accident there. That was.
I don't know the whole circumstance
don't.
to it, but if you're pinned a certain way, sometimes you need to wait until all your medical personnel and everybody is on scene before you start to extricate. Anything can happen, and you bring everything. So you don't just have an ambulance, get an ambulance, go to the hospital. So you bring in a full medical team.
Because there could be an injury that you can't see, correct?
That's right. And I'll tell you what, Mississippi, we are blessed with what we have here as far as helicopters and ambulance crews and the ability to get to a hospital quick. We're lucky. We're really lucky.
Those helicopters hustle when they get there. Oh, look at here. As we've been talking to Ashley this morning about everything that's been going on, she knows tons about this. She could outdo us on trivia
She knows
here.
more than we do.
Yeah. One of the big things that is coming there, of course, is going to be the big car show as it makes its way over. Tell us more about the car show and things for the kids. We didn't talk a lot about what all y'all have to offer.
Okay, so we have the Bank First car show will be right there in the Bank First parking lot in downtown Newton. And, of course, we have the Kids Zone. We've added a lot of things to the Kids Zone this year. So you pay $5 for an armband, and in the Kids Zone you get pictures with the Easter Bunny. We have Dane the Balloon Man, which is a balloon artist, will be there. We have some professional face painters. DJ Jigga Man JT will be there doing some dance parties with the kids, and then of course we'll have the dinosaur experience.
The dinosaur. What's the dinosaur experience?
So this is a guy that comes from Louisiana. He has all kind of like electronic dinosaurs. He does shows. We have a show every hour for the kids back in the Kids Zone. So really interesting.
That ought to be fun.
Yeah.
Now, where will that be set up at?
So the Kids Zone is set up right behind the depot. We have a little gated park back there, and that's where the Kids Zone will be.
Oh, well, we'll be there from that. That starts at what time?
The Kids Zone will open up at 10 a.m.
Okay, come on by that and check out these kids. They're going to have some fun there with these dinosaurs.
Yes, I think that's pretty interesting right
It's
there.
a little bit from arts and crafts. I know that everybody, I know Walmart is always out there bumping into those. They are the sweetest folks that come out and set up their booth from Walmart.
Oh, they chased us down to get pictures last year.
Sweet. Veterans, they're going to be there.
So we have a lot. We have 125 vendors. Everybody that you can think of is going to be there. So especially y'all.
Come, tell us again the times to be there.
So the Loose Caboose Festival itself is from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Of course, we have a 5K early that morning. It will start at 8:30, and then of course we have the car show and the motorcycle show, and registration for those things start at 8 a.m.
We're not going to be there for the 5K.
We might miss that part. I'm sort of not in shape enough to handle it. I'm going to be honest with you about it. I get tired watching that.
I do too. Yeah, I do.
But you'll have also time to go to this great event here in Newton and then make it back to Meridian for Sip and Savor.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So you can fit both into your schedule there. So
absolutely.
It's a fun-packed. Doesn't it make sense?
Fun-packed weekend.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Because tonight, get you some rest. Tomorrow night, we start everything off with the
Big Betty.
The bouncing, the bouncing Betties tomorrow. Full moon on 5th, and then get you a little rest and wake up and go to Newton for the Loose Caboose. Come back and get ready to go down to Sip and Savor. There is something going on this weekend, and the weather is going to be great. Not so much today, this afternoon, but this weekend
it clears up. It
clears up, and temperature, everything is going to be awesome.
Oh, and I got a message that said, "Hey, would somebody come get me in an airport?" Dylan Ray's going to be making a
really?
Through. Yeah.
Well, look at there.
Be good to have him back home for.
Do you know how much work he's got looking for?
No, he does not. He's like, no, Daddy.
So we're not going to say nothing. Is that what?
We'll sneak it up on him and lock him in here and fix it.
Oh, so that's good. He gets to come home. I know Angie's probably just as
she's
happy
tickled.
As can be.
Yeah, she was going to do things for me, and she's not doing
she
that
said,
now.
Not no more. Huh? My son's coming. You get up there on your own.
Ashley, we can't thank you enough for coming in and being a part of the show with us this morning. We appreciate that.
Well, thank y'all for having me.
Now, did we get any birthdays today? Anybody?
We did. It's not. We don't have a huge one. We got Jackie Dunn's got a birthday.
Yeah.
We got Lisa Dennis, is 7 years old from Sebastopol, and then we got Karen Fulmer Beard is having a birthday. I didn't get an age.
Oh, you didn't?
No. So
got any idea
we'll
how old
just
Shirley
say,
Buckley is
We'll just
today?
say 29. Shirley Buckley's got a birthday?
No, it's not her birthday. I was just curious if you knew how old she was.
Just how old she was. Yeah.
I think we need to make that a reminder to everybody. She's cantankerous. Y'all watch her. Drives a little SUV and run over you.
Meep, meep. Little road rage.
That's it. Again, we want to say thank
man.
you for letting us come into your homes, no matter where you will be. And there's so much to do this weekend. We look forward to it. We'll be on top of it. Should anything happen today news-wise, we'll be on the scene telling you the breaking news that as it happens there. Headlines across the area. And do you have a Bible verse for us to depart with?
Yeah, let's see. Today we're going to go to Matthew 9:37. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." Go spread the word of Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and show what he can do. But he also talks about in the Bible, man that don't work, don't eat.
I've heard that before.
Man, that's a tough one right there. Not saying that we don't take care of those who are not able, but those who are able should get up, go work, and earn their keep here amongst us. But go and spread his word. Plant the seed of Jesus Christ, the love he has for each one of us, into our friends, our neighbors, even strangers, to let them know about what he's done for us. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow. Fun Friday. The whole gang's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Earl of us.
Let me ask you, do we need to make a road trip for this? Mississippi's very first one will officially be open June 9th down on the coast.
You know, to go see a Buc-ee's in Mississippi.
They've been building this since September of 23.
Well, yeah, it takes 3 zip codes. I mean, they got They got more gas pumps than Chevron's got.
Seriously, Meridian is perfect for that with all these interstates coming through. Why this hadn't happened, I ain't got an answer. But
well, they could have gone out there to Jimmy Rogers and I-20, but guess what?
What?
Everybody's done bought all that land, and we're getting new. Well, some of them not new, but they're redesigning, getting bigger stuff. So Meridian's got some things in the works.
So Buc-ee's, what do they need? Like 5,000 acres to build one of them?
Yeah, that's just for the gas pumps.
Yeah, it's a bunch. Seriously, it's like 100 gas pumps at one time.
Yeah. But you can stop and go in, and you can grocery shop, Christmas shop, Easter bunny shop.
It's all there.
Right there.
Thank y'all so much for coming, joining us today. God bless, and we'll see you when, Odie?
Tomorrow. Y'all be good. We love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.